Hey friends, today we are testing out Claire Saffitz's recipe for easy carrot cupcakes. I am a huge fan of carrot cake, and these cupcakes look like the complete opposite from Claire's prior carrot cake recipe that we tried a few years ago. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. First up, we do have a little bit of prep, so let's get our carrots ready. First, we're gonna grate our carrots over the large holes of a box grater. We're gonna need 1.5 cups in total. And I think I did a little bit too much here. Claire noted that since the cupcakes have such a short bake time, there really isn't a lot of opportunity for the carrots to soften up during the baking process, so we've got to chop them into smaller pieces. And this is the texture I'm going to go for, so you can see pretty considerable difference between the before and the after. As we chop the carrots, we'll just transfer them into the measuring cup. I am completely shocked. I thought I had way too many carrots, but this turned out to be exactly the 1.5 cups that we needed. The last bit of prep is chopping our nuts. I'm using pecans today, but walnuts would be a great substitute. And again, since these are cupcakes, I'm going to break the nuts down pretty fine. So with our prep work done, we're ready to move on to making that batter. The dry ingredients here are pretty basic. Here in a medium bowl, I've got my all-purpose flour. To that, I'm adding in our kosher salt and baking soda, along with cinnamon and allspice. And we'll give that a quick whisk just to combine. The wet ingredients are also really straightforward. We're gonna be mixing in our stand mixer today. If you don't wanna break this out or you don't have one, a hand mixer would work just fine. So here in the bowl, we're gonna add in our granulated sugar, along with some light brown sugar, neutral oil, and room temperature eggs. Then using our whisk attachment, we're gonna beat this over medium-low and work our way up to medium-high until this is super light and fluffy and ribbony. Now that those eggs are broken up, I'm gonna crank the speed up to medium-high. After 3 minutes, the texture here has lightened up considerably. However, it's not really ribbony, so I'm gonna let this go for maybe 1 more minute. So all in, that was 5 minutes, and I think I am very satisfied with what we've got going on in this bowl here. Now I'm gonna switch to my scraper beater and we can get the rest of the batter combined. So running over low speed, I'm just gonna slowly add in my carrots, along with some vanilla extract. While still mixing over low, I'm gonna slowly add in my dry ingredients. Pound off that free riding flour, and then we're gonna stir the nuts in by hand. This is also a great opportunity to scrape the sides of your bowl. Then we're just gonna divide our batter evenly amongst the 12 muffin tins. It should be about 1/3 cup per cavity. I'm gonna be using my NorPro number 16 scoop to help make things a little bit more even. I will link this in the description box down below. Then we're just gonna bake these for 15 to 20 minutes until the tops are nice and domed and a little bit springy to the touch. Our cupcakes baked for a total of 17 minutes. They've been cooling at room temperature for about a half hour, and during that time, their domes have collapsed, so they are a little bit more flat topped. Hopefully that doesn't mean we've got a problem on our hands, but regardless, it will make it easier for frosting them. I'm gonna frost these today using Claire's recipe for cream cheese Swiss meringue buttercream. You can check that out here. If you don't wanna go through the hassle of making that, you could use Claire's recipe for a brown butter cream cheese frosting here. That would work great. Alternatively, just a plain vanilla buttercream or classic cream cheese frosting would be equally delicious. I'm gonna be piping today, and I'm using a Wilton 1M Open Star tip. And you can see how beautifully that frosting holds its peak. These smell so incredible. I am so excited to give this a taste, but first we've got to break it open and check out the texture inside. Yeah, that looks perfectly baked. Some nice pecan pieces. The carrots really are the perfect size. I thought Claire was being a little extra having us chop the shred, but you know, this is exactly what we needed. The aroma coming off these is incredible. The allspice is very aromatic. The cinnamon is more of a background note, so I am so curious how this tastes. Let's see.
Wow. Yeah.
And the texture of this really is outstanding. It's really moist, it's really tender, it's really delicate. And then the outside edges are a little bit more caramelized, so you're getting a little bit of texture contrast. Love the crunchy pecans with a little bit of carrots in there, and then the complement of the sweet frosting. It's phenomenal. I would definitely say that these are well worth the time. It came together really quickly, no special ingredients, no special equipment really beyond a hand mixer or stand mixer. If you're in the need for carrot cake in a hurry, this recipe is definitely the one for you. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up and click subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.